All right, guys, welcome back to Mod Pop Thrift. My name is Tom, and I am a stay-at-home dad for 5 kids, and I'm a full-time eBay reseller, and this is where we do that. It's Sunday, but my best opportunities to get a lot done are on days where my wife, who is a school teacher, is home. So I'm kind of working on Sunday. I just went through my store, and I had a whole bunch of socks that I picked up almost a year ago at Ace Hardware. They were crazy socks that they had $10 a piece on, and they were clearance down to $1. So I just bought everything on the rack, and I sold a handful. I made my money back for sure, but now I got like 40 pairs of socks still left to sell. So they haven't sold, none sold through Christmas, and so I'm like, I need to mark these down. I need to get rid of them. And then skates I put in the store 30% off, because I still have 8 pairs of roller skates, and I've made my money back on those a long time ago. And then hats, I have hundreds of hats in my store, and I sell maybe 1, maybe 2 a week, and I'm like, let's just get some of that inventory moved. So we'll see how that does. 30% off on hats. I actually have in front of me a box where I just listed like probably 15 hats. This one sold. This Adidas hat sold for not very much. I don't know. It's an unstructured hat. Unstructured. Structured, you know, when you touch a hat, it has this inside of it, some structure to give the front structure. This isn't, we call it a dad hat sometimes. It's an unstructured hat. Yeah, so also these got listed. I got all this inventory that I listed inside. Small stuff I like to do inside because I like to spend time with my family. These shoes got put on the video the other day, but I didn't put up the comps. The only comp for these Carolinas was $100 for a pair listed. I'll put up what I listed these for, but Levi was pretty excited about that find, and I don't feel like the video showed it off super well. So I've got to assign all of these box and put it in the SKU system, and then we can be done with the things that got listed inside. I've got a bag, an IKEA bag here with my Coca-Cola and a bunch of the shirts from this same pickup that I need to put on the picture board and get those inventoried. And then I've just got masks to clean up. I'm going to try and make some headway on that, and I'll show you whatever's interesting about doing that. This North Face fleece, I was shocked at how little this was worth. I think I paid $8 for it and bought it uncomped. I'm going to move out of the way of the comp over here. Sold for $11.74 plus shipping. I paid $8 for it, so that was not a win. This Berkey, it probably would have sold for full price, but if I get 5 listings eligible to send offers to buyers, I send them all a 15% off offer. Because I kind of worked that into my cost, I want to get stuff moved. So I'm sending offers. It helps the algorithm. It helps sell some stuff. Hopefully you guys can't hear the Avett Brothers too loud back there. I'm watching an VHS that I taped. I taped Austin City Limits back in the day, and this was an unknown band at the time, the Avett Brothers, and their first Austin City Limits is fantastic. Anyway, this sold for $38.25 on offer, free ship. Horror VHS, this is Jason X, sold for $9 plus $5.40 shipping. So that I made some money on. I paid $1. I've still got a bunch of those horror VHS. I'm thinking I might just lot them all together and put them on auction. And then this Brooks and Dunn shirt, it's a crazy pattern. I'll put it up. Sold for $32.30 plus shipping. I paid like $3 and a huge lot of Western shirts, and this one and another one that is all like wolves. I was like, I'll get my money back just selling those two, and then the plainer ones that are vintage and high quality will be putting on the cake. It's icing. I knew pudding was wrong when I said it, but it just absolutely wouldn't come to me what was right. Icing on the cake. Paid just $5 for this. Good quality Ducks Unlimited stuff. Hats and sweaters. Or like flannel. Like this kind of shirt. If this had a Ducks Unlimited thing on it. They sell well. They do well. This one I paid $5 for at Goodwill like just a couple of days ago. And it sold for $25.20. Free shipping. Okay, so these are iMagic. These are in television games. Hold on a second. And for some perspective, in television games, this is an Atari 2600 you might be familiar with. They are about the same height, but they're significantly narrower in both directions. So this is a smaller game than an Atari 2600 game. These 6, I picked all of these up at Spoon River Drive in the first week of October. I paid 50 cents a piece for them, and they sold, these 6 sold for $10 plus shipping. iMagic is kind of collectible unto itself in a way that, like Konami games, people who want these old 8-bit, like, I don't even know if you'd call these 8-bit, these old pre-Nintendo games iMagic is one that gets collected. If you find the game Subterranea, so this is the more common titles, Atlantis, Micro, Surgeon is not super common, Beauty and the Beast, Nova Blast, there's a second Nova Blast, and Demon Attack. Demon Attack is probably the most common, but if you find Subterranea, it is ballin'. I don't know where it's at right now. I've owned it sealed and I've owned it loose, and right now I'll put the price chart up there. Here's where it is. It's an expensive game. I'm saying this ad hoc. I just assume that it's still worth a ton of money. Okay, Levi picked this guy up for like $250, and it works. It's supposed to have a smokestack right here, like a really tall smokestack. Most of them that were sold were broken, so I listed this, and it sold for $16.99 plus shipping. I picked this bad boy up for $1.44 at Goodwill, probably 8 weeks ago when I first started making videos again, and it sold finally for $12.99 plus shipping. The Amazon price was $13.99 free shipping, and I figured I'd try it on eBay, and it worked. So that's all that sold from Saturday afternoon into Monday, or into Sunday. It is now noon. Welcome back to Mod and Pop Thrift. We already did an intro for this video. Today actually is Martin Luther King Day. Show Jack the hat that you're wearing. Yeah, I didn't know that it got stolen from me until we got in the car. Yeah, we're gonna go it's Monday morning, so we're gonna hit the auction house, pick up the little crap that we won. I probably won't go over it because it's garbage. It's stuff that I was like, well, I'll bid $250 on that, and then when I go pick up something that's worth picking up, all I won was the crap that's not worth picking up. And then we'll go to a couple of Goodwills while we're out. Sound like a plan?
Sound like a plan, Stan?
I dropped the camera a little bit. I don't know if that'll make the edit or not. Let's go. I am gonna put my seatbelt on when I'm done making this video. Okay, so we're at the auction house. I'm less impressed looking at it here than I was bidding on the stuff. So Crash Bandicoot I paid $8.50 for. Pete the Cat we paid $4 for. Star Wars I paid $4.50. And then there was a little bit of toys and a little bit of pocket knives. We paid basically $8, $30 all in on all of this stuff. What are you looking at, Levi? That's a titanium die-cast Darth Vader, but the box is really rough. This Pete, I just love Pete as a character, I always have from Goof Troop. So I don't care anything about Kingdom Hearts, even though I collect video game stuff. But I really like Pete and I really like Chip and Dale. So I bought that basically to keep, and I only paid $4.50 for it. And then this Crash Bandicoot, I think she's worth some money. That would be a PlayStation equivalent of a Skylander amiibo. I'm trying to say emoji and amiibo at the same time. And then random crap. If any of this stuff is worth something, I'll put a comp up. You guys know I like to do pins because they're cheap and easy. Your mom's cheap and easy. This is trash. This is neat. And then, oh, some nothing. Star Wars Chewbacca plush, metal. I was thinking of Kira from the Ninja Turtles, not Katana from Suicide Squad. And then this thing is a scale for measuring bad life decisions. I make a living shopping at Goodwill, and you can too if you spend 45 minutes in Goodwill. Was that $24.99? So this book set from Calvin and Hobbes is 25 listed. There's 134 sold, and it sells between $75 and $125. So while 25 seems steep, I think it's a good buy.
No.
And now it's not Mickey Mouse anymore. If you open it up, does it make a Mickey shaped thing? Oh, who knows? Because you can't open it up because of the tape. Go ahead and untape it. Well, that's pretty ghetto. I wonder what's actually in there. Mickey Mouse shaped pancakes. These can be really good if they're not overpriced and all the parts are there. Not overpriced and all the parts are there. Ooh, foam display board. Better be cheap. Jeez, it'd be less than that if you bought it at the store. What are these? That's a whole bunch of fill paper. We are not doing the best we ever did. What is this? That looks like one of them games that you don't know what it is until you comp it and then you're really surprised. Let's see. 1996 strategy game. I'm getting excited. So this is a biblically based Dungeons and Dragons. Is that Heroescape Marvel and I freaking missed it? Oh my goodness. That's the find of the day. I did just find some great stuff at Goodwill. The overhead thing was talking. Heroescape is always a pickup unless it's $40. Even at $40 I'd consider it. Heroescape is always a pickup. Oh. No hats, nothing hatsy. I wonder if they just don't get any hats that are worth reselling, or if somebody comes in here and beats me to all the hats, because these are, well, this one, nope, that's costumey. These are kind of junky. This, I think, is apropos for Martin Luther King Day. $4.82 vintage. This is going to find a market for sure, but I'll check it for dry rot because it's definitely dead stock black. So this is Vance biker wear, and they're $5 and there's 2 of them, but I couldn't find comps, so I think I'm going to skip it. It's not, I mean, it's the kind of thing a guy would wear, but it's not something hugely desirable. This, I didn't recognize this Badger or whatever, but then I flipped it over and it's Hufflepuff. So even at $13, I think it's a pickup. 2018 Harry Potter. What'd you find, Levi?
So this are some
Ping
golf bags, and then a copper putter with a high quality leather.
$8.29. Is the bag ping too?
I don't.
Is this ping? That putter. Wow, that putter's cool. I don't think it is.
High quality leather.
And it's, you think that's copper. I think it's painted copper. Look right there. But the ping, there's another putter. The ping clubs are what I'm most interested in. That's an interesting looking putter. It doesn't seem to be marked in any way whatsoever. These are not ping. They're cool, but they're not worth picking up. But I want these head covers, but I don't care anything about the clubs.
We can use
Darn.
it.
So these clubs, the bag's junk, the clubs are junk. The head covers are cool, but not worth buying the whole bag and donating it back for $8. So let me interject here. Levi said we should buy the clubs in the bag and take the head covers off and donate everything back except the head covers. And I was like, I don't think it's worth $8, worth enough to pay $8 for. And I was wrong, and he was right. Hey, this looks like my garage, a bunch of empty totes that I don't know what to do with. Ooh, it's the alphabet. $1.44. Man, that one broke. It didn't really break. They're $9.99 from probably Hobby Lobby. Harry Potter. Hoodie. Rah. Ooh, good thing I'm glad that this is missing the tag because I missed all these stains on it. $4.99, but this is a 4X Harley. I don't know Great Dane products, but I think it says it's from Honduras, which would have a different license, yeah, than the United States dealers. This is another Vance. We just turned down the Vance. Maybe that's a pickup, but I'm not going to get it today. Spider, I'm going to comp this one. It's little, but Spider used to be a hot brand. I guess it's Kids XL. And at $8.39, I don't know about a Kids XL Spider. We'll see. This one says 3XL, but it is not because I'm a 3XL and that wouldn't fit on my leg. So I think that's probably a women's, but it's cool Grogu all over print. And then these jerseys, there's 3 cyclist jerseys at $4.99. This one's made in Poland. This one's made in Honduras, Portugal, Honduras. And this Russell Cycling is local, so that one might not be good. This one is made in the United States. So I think these two are probably a get, and this one's a pass, but I'm gonna comp them. So this brand that I wasn't immediately familiar with, but was tempted because it's a 3XL, there's literally only one sold, and it's brand new. All right, so the cycling jerseys were a total bust.
Told you.
You're a jerk. And I pulled all of these clothes, and there's only 3 things worth getting. I pulled like 14 pieces. Okay, so then HeroScape is a yes. This paper I'm getting for personal use. This at $4.69. I'll put some comps up, but I'm not even gonna comp that in the store because it's worth it. This is, I'll comp that and I'll show it to you, and I don't know if I'll get it or not. And then this is definitely a yes. So because I was striking out so hard on the other things, I comped this stuff, and it's not worth getting either. Maybe this shirt, I didn't actually find comps on it, but I think we're just gonna pass on all the clothes today. So we're not counting the paper, it's only $1 and I'm getting it for personal use. We're spending $5 on what's probably gonna be a $35 in profit. We're spending $3 on what I'm gonna call $50 profit, but that's conservative. And then this, I'm spending $25, and I think I'm gonna list it for $100.
So we'll be in for 35 and make like 190 on listings, or 190, 200, somewhere in that range.
All right, well, Levi and I are doing a little Wendy's biggie bag lunches, and we are wearing matching hats. Not really matching, but they're both red mesh bag trucker hats. Ran into Twin City Thrift, follow them on Instagram, in Goodwill. They we're pulling down fire. So there's no reason to, that's the reason we weren't getting anything. I got this, I'll see if I can find it. I'll put up a really cool Silver Server shirt. And then just a bunch of good bread and butter stuff. We found plenty. We're going to go to Washington because they're going to go to the place we were going to go to next, University. And I don't really want to compete with them. If they're going to come up here and pick, then I'm going to get out their way. I know the places, and I know there's nothing in Bloomington. They're not pulling down heat over there. The places are, it's overpicked and overpriced and not worth your time. So they're up here trying to make it work. We're going to eat some lunch and hit up Washington and then head home.